Hello everybody, my name is Sharon George and today we're going to talk about VLAN configuration. So there are two types of VLAN configuration, inter-VLAN configuration and intra-VLAN configuration. In intra-VLAN configuration, you can ping within two or more PCs inside the same VLAN. You cannot ping between PCs which are located in different VLANs. But in inter-VLAN, you can do this. You can ping between two PCs which are located in different VLANs. So first of all, let's have a look at the intra-VLAN configuration. So in this configuration, you have one switch which is connected to 6 PCs, two PCs belonging to one VLAN. So you have PC0 and PC1 belonging to the first VLAN 10. Then you have PC2 and PC3 belonging to VLAN 20 and PC4 and PC5 belonging to VLAN 30. And all of these 6 PCs are connected to the switch, which is in turn connected to the router. So here in intra configuration, you do not configure the router. What you configure is the switch. But before that, let's move on to the PC, and you have to do this step for all the PCs. I'm showing for one PC, PC0. So you go and click on desktop, and then you have to give the IP address. So here I've given as 192.168.10.1 and the subnet mask. Also, do not give the default gateway. You do not need that for the intra configuration. Similarly, do this for all the PCs, all the other 5 PCs. Now moving on to the configuration, click on the switch and let us see. I've already done the configuration here. We'll just walk through the configuration. So type en, then conf t, which is configuration t, and then you type VLAN 10, which is the first VLAN, and the name given to it is CSE, then VLAN 20 and the name given to it is EEE, then VLAN 30, name MEC. Then you have to type the interfaces. So here you can see it is FA1/1. So I've typed int FA1/1 switch port space mode space access and switch port space access space VLAN space 10. So similarly, you have to do it for all the interfaces of the switch regarding all the VLANs, VLAN 10, VLAN 20 and VLAN 30. So that's all you have to do in intra VLAN connection. For the switch configuration also, you can see the commands here. Now let's just try to send the packets and see if the pinging is successful. So here it can ping only within the same VLAN. So here you can see I tried to ping from PC0 to PC1 and it is successful. So if I try to ping from PC2 to PC3, it is successful. Also from PC4 to PC5, it is successful. Now let's see if I try to ping from PC0 to PC2, which is in two different VLANs. That should come as failed. Here you can see it is failed. So I hope you understood the concept. We'll just try from VLAN 20 to VLAN 30. That's also failed. So I hope you understood the concept. That's all about intra VLAN. Now let's move on to the inter VLAN. So now let's move on to inter-VLAN connection. So in inter-VLAN connection, the speciality is that you would be able to ping between two PCs in the different VLANs. So this is the topology for the inter-VLAN. So let's just discuss the topology first. Here you have one switch connected to 6 PCs and each of the two PCs belong to different VLANs. So these two PCs, PC0 and PC1 belong to VLAN 10, PC2 and PC3 belongs to VLAN 20 and PC4 and PC5 belongs to VLAN 30. The name of the first VLAN is CSE, second VLAN is EEE and the third VLAN is MEC. It's all the same just like intra VLAN, but here you have a router too, and here we are going to configure both the router as well as the switch. So before that, let's see how to give the IP address to the desktop. Just to the PC, just click on it, go to desktop, IP configuration. Here you have to give the IP address. For this PC, we have given 192.168.10.1 and the subnet mask, which is 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is given as 192.168.10.254. This is the default gateway that we have given. Similarly, you have to give the IP address to all the other 5 PCs and give the default gateway as 192.168.10.254. Moving on to the switch configuration, it is very similar as the intra VLAN configuration. You can see I have typed en, then conf t, then given VLAN 10 and the name and so on. The only different thing is that you have one extra thing you have to do for the switch, which is you have to type int FA0/1, which is the interface here of the switch connected to the router, and then you have to type switch port space mode space trunk. So now it is going to work in the trunk mode, and then switch port space trunk space allowed space VLAN space 10, 20, 30. Now this states that it is going to allow all the packets from all the VLANs 10, 20 and 30. So this is the switch configuration. Here we also have to configure this router. So moving on to the router, what you have to do is type int FA0/0.10. Now this is for the VLAN 10, and then type encapsulation space .1q space 10, and then IP space address space, this is the gateway that we have given, 192.168.10.254, and then space 255.255.255.0, which is the subnet mask. Similarly, you have to do this for all the other two VLANs also, .20 and .30. That's all for the router configuration. You can also type just exit from this configuration and then type show IP route. You can see all the directly connected fast Ethernet connections to the router also. So this is one of the commands which could be useful. Now let's just try to ping and see if it is working or not. So it should be working between different VLANs. So from VLAN 10 I'm trying to ping to VLAN 20, and 1 minute, let's just take it to the simulation mode. So it's successful. Sometimes it shows unsuccessful because it is not activated. So if you ping, let's also try to ping from PC this one to this one. That's also successful. Now from here to here. So it's all successful. So I hope you understood that was inter and intra VLAN configuration. Thank you.